Welcome to anyone who joins the stream. I'm just setting everything up for what I'm going to be playing today, and also letting everybody know on the Discord. I won't be able to stream today's thing because I'm playing off of my 360 today, and I'm actually playing a different game. I'm not playing Fortnite or Minecraft or anything. I'm actually playing Watch Dogs off of my 360. Also, just reached 1,300 subs, so that's good. Feels like just yesterday I reached 1,000. 3 years of come and gone. It's about 3.5 at this point. We're already approaching year 4 on the Omniverse, which used to be Next Topics. To think I could have came up with a name like this when I first started. First, it was going to be Next What If Topics. That would have been so much lamer. For one thing, it's just kind of long of a name. And for another, it's just, it doesn't fit. I wonder. Beacons and activity. Now, I can't stream it. I could try it out on the one, but currently watching Bosch off there, so yeah. Also, hope you guys like my new name down at the bottom of the screen, as well as for the Discord. Okay. Now I gotta see where the frick I want to go. Decisions. Well, I mean, I have 2 hours, so just as long as someone joins. See, maybe I should be freaking... Maybe I should be saving landmarks. Like I did before. Except the only problem with that is I'm playing off the 360, so I can't just... And I'm streaming off my phone, so I can't just take a snapshot. I mean, I could try to remember where places are. And I also can't record off my 360. So... I don't know. I think I'm just going to play for fun. I mean, I kind of do that anyway, but remember before I would take pictures of landmarks so that I'd know how to fight the cops. And I actually played the full story. I'm playing Watch Dogs. I've had the game for quite a long time, about over 10 years or something like that. My friend introduced me to the game, and it's basically get the hack stuff, free roaming and shooting the cops and everything. And it took me 4 freaking ever to want to play the story mode. And then I did. I was able to customize a jacket for Aiden Pierce, and it's all red and everything. And now I'm just a full-on vigilante, and the cops are so desperate that the fights that happen, the ramming, everything is just freaking epic. Rail them on the roads, the tracks, and even just go in buildings just for fun. Before, I would just play for fun once I unlocked free roam. Now, I full-on don't have to worry about story mode anymore. I could literally... And I bought in every single gun in the gun store. And, yeah, literally now I can fully and completely play for fun. I mean, I could have just stuck with that before, but if I hadn't completed the story mode, who knows? I would have never gotten every single gun in that shop. If I did, it would have taken me even longer, a couple more years. That's why playing the story mode of stuff definitely works out in the end. It's just that some games with story modes just aren't worth it. There are better things to do. These power lines are so weak, you think I would have gotten electrocuted once I hit them. That's one of the few things in this game that they get wrong. You know what? Just because they have fries, honestly, I shouldn't even kill this dude. I never paid attention to what was in the shop. I knew it was food, but... Friend, wait, is that chicken? No, wait. No, that looks like chicken. Looks like a KFC or something. Although I don't remember KFCs having hot dogs. Or actual French fries, for that matter. I mean, obviously, this isn't a KFC, but, yeah. I wonder. I mean, I don't really want to, but I'm gonna see if perhaps I could just take the disc out. If perhaps I can play... It's been a long minute, but maybe, possibly, I can play Watch Dogs off of my One. I don't know. Honestly, I'm thinking probably not. But it's worth a shot. Honestly, I doubt it. Yeah, I figured. I was hoping there would be a chance that I could stream the game. But, no. Today, I'm playing just for fun. Oh, well. It was worth a try. I'm gonna have to redo where I was driving. Had to cancel last week's stream because no one joined. But I'm still small, so it's not the hugest deal. It's just a minor disappointment whenever no one joins because I don't have anyone to talk to, you know? But it doesn't happen all the time. We get the occasional 5 to 6 people. So yeah, it's not the hugest deal. It's just a minor inconvenience. Because I get hyped up for the streams, and then whenever no one joins, I'm like, well, there goes my day. But overall, it's not the hugest deal. I can get over it. Because I also know that I'm small. So as I get bigger with the Omniverse and everything, then I'll obviously get more people in the streams. Now I gotta switch all my guns again. If there's one thing that I hate about video games, it's having to do multiple things at once, over and over again. There we go. That's why I also give reminders on the Discord and the YouTube, because that way I can actually get to people and remind them. It's basically just another thing to maybe get people on the streams. I know, sometimes people are just busy. That's life. But more or less new people, old people, it's just another way to see if people will join. And if they don't, they don't. That's just life. Like I said, I could get over it. And if you guys also notice, I changed my name down there and on the Discord to Omniscient Omniversal Nick. So it's no longer Omniversal Nick the Slick. I have fully changed it because it's part of what I'm gearing up for July and just another part of 2025. It's just expanding. I did not want to do that. Just rammed into a freaking thing. I go really freaking hardcore and like crazy whenever I drive in the games, obviously, because I can't drive in real life. I mean, I could if I wanted to, and also just other things, but I'm just saying, when I play games like Watch Dogs and just other driving games, I go really hardcore and just like, it is so weird with me driving. I'll go like left, right, vertical. I go crazy. And that's what makes Watch Dogs so fun. The entire reason of this that I got Watch Dogs was not just, I liked the story, and I also liked the jacket and the detailing of Aiden Pierce. Then I tried to get into Watch Dogs 2, but it's just not the same. It really isn't. That's one of those game sequels that really does not take after its predecessor. And I tried to get into it, but Watch Dogs 1, the entire reason I got the game was to shoot, drive, and kill people. That's the entire reason why I got the game. And then I actually played the story and looked into the detailing, and I'm like, okay, the hacking's decent, and the layout of the Watch Dogs map is cool, and the story was decent. I like Aiden Pierce, but still, forever will be the reason that I got this game is for the shooting, the driving, and the killing people. Yeah. None of the GTA games ever got me interested either. The most I will get to is playing GTA 5. Because I've seen it, I've heard of it, I've watched it, and like GTA 5 is like the closest thing you're going to get to me playing a GTA game. Out of the store! He ran away. What are you looking at? Don't you tell me what to do! I hate whenever people in games tell you what to do. Dude acts like I don't have a freaking gun pointed at him and is like, oh, don't shoot. But then I feel sorry. Just recently, I started playing this game again, and two people interested me. One woman said, please don't, I have a son. And I felt so bad, so I let her live. And then another guy just kept begging and sounding so sincere. I'm like, see, that's part about growing up, too. In the past, I wouldn't have cared. And I still don't whenever people in the game tell me what to do whenever I'm attempting to shoot at them. But now, growing up and playing this game, like those people specifically that I just mentioned, like it's actually making me feel for them. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna call the cops from over there? What, did you hear the sound of my car and that magically caused you to call the cops? How are you gonna call the cops from over there? I stopped shooting like however long ago. And then you get these freaking helicopters that just get in the way. Give me that car. Wow. I love how the cops don't care. They're running into each other and they don't even care. Is that how you treat your fellow officers? Yeah, the reason I started playing Watch Dogs again before because I'm right on the tippy scale of finishing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. But the reason that I didn't go to Fortnite or Minecraft or went to Xenoverse 2 is because Bosch, since I'm still watching Bosch, it so much cop stuff and shooting and all that, and thinking about cop out and everything, it got me into playing this game again. And it's been quite a minute. It's been quite a minute since I played this game. Not like years or anything. Maybe a year. Close to 2? Something like that. Definitely not that long. No. You think you cops would have learned by now that I'm never going to listen to you when you say that? So how about we do this wonderful new thing? You guys still ain't getting it, are you? Let me out! Give me the car, give me the car, give me the car, give me the car, give me the car. Get out of the car. That's what I thought. Get out of the car. These cops, you think they would have learned by now for 10 years of playing this game, especially after beating the story mode and basically becoming the ultimate vigilante, essentially. You'd think they would have learned by now, even if I have died several bunches of times, that I've literally used all my guns and all my ammo and all my stuff and fought every one of them and everything like that. You would think they would just stop trying. I know it's not showing gameplay. Originally, if you were to go on my Discord, you would be able to see my gameplay. Because I stream on there, but I'm playing off my 360, and I stream off of my phone currently for this, and even if I streamed off my laptop, it wouldn't do any good. So, yeah. Yeah, my Discord, originally, you would be able to see it, my stream off there if you wanted to watch the gameplay. But since I'm currently on my 360 playing, for this stream, you won't be able to see the gameplay at all. And I tried playing Watch Dogs 1 on my Xbox One. I tried to switch the disc over, but it wouldn't let me because I would have to buy an entirely different Watch Dogs 1 to the one that I have now. So, for this stream, unless I get bored of this game and switch to something else mid-game, anyone who watches will have to deal with the fact that there's no gameplay this time. At least that you can watch. So basically, you'll just be staring at me the whole time. Plus the people who don't go on Discord. Because, you know, most people that watch me and that I'm on Discord, they don't even go on Discord in the first place, either because they don't want it, they don't have it, or they just are, I don't know. But yeah. Also, why'd you call me King? I don't even think he's here anymore. It's like the only one who came here at all during the stream so far. Oh. I'll have to re-download Discord at some point. I just wanted to make sure you know. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I tried to get it to work on my Xbox One, but it didn't want to. You think these cops would have learned by now? All these attempts of killing me, all these fights, beating the game, becoming the ultimate vigilante, and they're still freaking trying. I don't care how many times I die. It's the fact that I'm getting them to do this multiple times, chasing them, ramming them, shooting them, blowing them up. I'm the one who wins in the end. You might think, oh, well, you're dying a bunch of times, and you have to die some point with the cops. I've actually beaten the cops multiple times to the point where they just lock off of me. Either because of blackouts, jam comms, fighting them for such extended periods of time. It's all about how long you prolong the game and how you fight them. Because I also go to hideouts of mine and warehouses and stuff just to jam them inside. But sometimes they either trap me, too many of them come, or the game ends up crashing. These cops just do not stop. Let me in, let me in, let me in! You think you cops would have learned by now? Okay, I've just never been referred to as King before, so it's weird. I have a subscriber of mine is King Devin. He comes to the streams occasionally. And see, like they locked off just now at level 4. I've never seen you on the channel before, to be honest. But that's okay. Anyway. Grenade away! Oh, frick! Whew. What was I gonna say? I don't think I've ever seen you on the channel before. I have a subscriber of mine named King Devin. He occasionally stops in every now and again. He comments on always on the videos of stuff that he likes, but mainly whenever it comes to streams, he'll show up every now and again. And there also used to be a guy named King of Portals, but he was a troll. So honestly, I thought you were talking to one of them, and I thought you confused me for one of them. Because I've never been referred to as King before, so that threw me off. Man, you cops really need to learn. No matter how many times you get me, or shoot me, or do anything like that, I will always come back, play again, and beat all of you. In the end, I win. What's up, Zeke? I'm currently playing Watch Dogs on the 360, so I know you aren't really on the Discord pretty much at all, but I figured I'd just say that there won't be any gameplay stream or anything because I'm playing off the 360, and as far as I know, there's no way to stream off the 360. It's good that I got people here, because last time I had to cancel the stream. I have to do that occasionally because I'm still small. You know, I'm not huge as a YouTuber yet. It's good that I don't have to do it all the time. Just occasion. It's like once or twice a month, I feel. I have to cancel a stream. Not even. It's just every now and again. One, because I'm small, and two, because people are just busy. The people that are subbed are just busy. These cops really need to learn, no matter how many times they attack me, no matter how many times this happens, you're never going to win. I will just keep on coming back. Like a freaking Michael Myers or some crap. And once we get a few more people in here, I'm going to make some announcements about the channel that maybe some of you missed. About current stuff that's going on right now. Yeah, I'm playing Watch Dogs 1. I would play off of the... I would have played off of my 1, like I said, but I'd have to buy an entirely new Watch Dogs, and then I'd have to restart from scratch. So, yeah. I found your channel from your wife Breeza series. I don't comment a lot on videos. I'm more apt to talk in a stream because I felt like streams more depend on discourse like that. Fair enough. That's fair. I could totally dig that. I definitely like talking to people, stream, video, Discord. I like interacting with people. It not only gives me an idea of what people like, but it also gives me an idea of what people are going to... It just makes me feel better, especially knowing that people are liking what I'm giving, you know? It lets me know that people are more like, they want to hear me talk. See, riot gun, guys? That's bull. Oh, that's BS right there, man. Woo! You guys don't quit, do you? Frick! Okay, helicopter dude, do me a favor and back off. Okay? Okay, that guy's gone. Bye-bye. Like I said, I'm watching Bosch because that's my current series, especially if you've seen the Google Doc and everything, the Omniversal future doc and everything with the future franchises. And it got me thinking about this game again because cops, shooting, etc. So I'm like, I want to play this game again. So I decided for my stream that I'm going to do that every now and again. Because why not? God, you people don't quit, do you? I really enjoy your videos, to be honest. You add a sort of personality I haven't found elsewhere. Start commenting on your videos then to let you know my thoughts. I never force anybody to comment. I don't know who would want to. It just makes me feel better whenever people do comment because it not only lets me know that people want to interact with me, but it also gives me a feel on what people like. And it just honestly makes me feel better. All right, I gotta move in. Oh, frick! You were just camping there? Nobody likes a camper. Yeah, and I add that kind of feel because not only am I a huge what if guy, but I also want to bring something that no other what if person ever has. Which is why I'm not only striving to be the best what if YouTuber, I'm striving to be the best YouTuber overall. The only way I can do that is if I differentiate from what everybody else does. If I want to get big, if I want to do all that, I want to do it my way. I seriously win? There's one thing I hate in Watch Dogs, it's the helicopters because they just don't let up. Say your prayers, Riot Man. Frick! These guys just don't let up. Now I need to get back inside. So how you doing there, Zeke? Oh, there you go. I'd like to apologize for the next part of the Maggie would have taken so long. This part is going to be the end of the Negan arc, and I'm trying to make it perfect. That's okay, dude. Trust me, you are a young creator. I get that. And you're not the first what if YouTuber that has taken forever to get a part to a thing out. If you know Masako X, a Dragon Ball what if YouTuber, especially now that he has a family, even before that, he takes for freaking ever to freaking get what if stuff out. And that was before he had a kid. Now he has a kid. Look, he is a great what if YouTuber. It's just he takes forever to get stuff out. So trust me, you are not the first person to do that. And I get the people that aren't able to get what if stuff out consistently. With me, I'm just able to find a healthy balance between real life and YouTube because I'm trying to make this my life. And I have enough free time where I'm not always able to get stuff out the way I want, but I'm able to get it ahead enough that I'm happy. That's why I always want to be 5 steps ahead, like 5 stories ahead, even 6 or 7. So that way I feel like I'm actually doing something. I always like to be ahead on everything. And if I'm 5, 6, even 7 stories ahead, especially if they're one-parters and not like big stories, which can hold me back. If they're big stories like the Dale one or the McQueen one, then I get held back and I'm not able to do that 5, 6 story routine directly because then I got to focus on how big and awesome I want to make the story I'm on. So overall, once I do get 5, 6, 7 stories ahead, which is actually coming up here soon after I'm done with the Dreadwing, John, Doc Hudson, and Hitler one, then I'll be over 7 stories ahead. Especially since some of the few that I'm on with these current lists are one-parters. And that's the thing too. If you look at my Google Doc for all the stories and everything, not every story is going to be more than one part. It can be solved within one part, some of them. Running. Yeah, some stories are just meant to be simple analysis videos or just one part. Sometimes story. Really, helicopter? You can't just screw off for just a few seconds? And I'll explain more on the videos for people who are not currently watching or paying attention to updates. I'll give an update here once we get at least a few more people or once we get an hour in. There goes those guns. You're just letting me shoot you. I hope you know that. Helicopter, go away, please. Yeah, I can use a shotgun too, buddy. You guys having fun over there? Unlike you guys, I can actually shoot consecutively. Oh my god. So Zeke and anybody else really, how you guys doing? Liking the current stuff that's coming out, or caught up with any updates, socials, etc., etc.? Or anything in particular you guys want to talk about? Like story-wise, series-wise, doc-wise, Discord? Just something. You helicopter guys need to frickin' screw off! God, how are they still standing? Guns a-blazing! Whew. Yeah. Have you been paying attention to current updates and stuff? Because I just released recent few updates on the stuff that I'm working on, as well as what's coming up and everything. Just stuff like that. Of course I plan to continue on this channel. Yeah, of course I plan to continue on this channel. This channel is what I'm striving for. This is what I'm trying to build, like, for the future. Like I said, I used to have 7 other YouTube channels before I made this one 3.5 years ago. None of them even made it past 100 subs. But then this one blew up in a few months, and I'm like, well, I got rid of all my other ones, and this is what I'm striving for. Not only to be the best what if YouTuber, but YouTuber in general. I'm making this my life. To not only make awesome freaking what if stuff, but become the best YouTuber overall. I'm trying to make this, like, not only my life, but like my career and everything. And then I reached the 1,000 sub thing, but I'm using Patreon as a means to try and boost revenue and do stuff like that. What also Zeke just mentioned, because the ads did not want to be friendly towards me and actually work. Plus, they only pay you 10 to 30 cents. That's why people use memberships and crap like that. I plan to use the Patreon for merch, for special customized pictures and things like that that I do, and just as a means for revenue for my future. I have to watch your older work soon. Now that I'm catching up on your Frieza What If. Yeah, definitely do. Definitely do. Especially if you're, like, mainly a Dragon Ball fan or whatever series you're into. Um, whatever series you're into or everything, check out the Google Docs, the Discord, the Patreon, and definitely check out older stuff so you can catch up with the Omniverse. It used to be called Next Topics, but then I renamed it. Because Omniverse of Nick shows that not only am I looking into anything and everything what if wise, that at least also that I like, obviously, but that the channel is expanded, you know? Come on, shoot me, be a man. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hi? I'm trying to get this guy, like, at a point. Can barely see him. Yeah, it's a bad freaking move. Frick. Frick. You really want to shoot freaking guns in here? Oh, freaking A. Well, hi. I wasn't ignoring, I was just getting to everyone's comments first. I do my comments in order so I can respond to everybody, and so that everybody knows that I want to interact with, you know, all of them. I respond comment by comment. That too, kind of, but more or less, it's just I respond comment by comment. Come on, don't you people ever have enough? Oh, I don't have an idea who I'm dealing with? It's okay. It's okay. We all live at different parts of the world. And it's weird with YouTube. Frick! I died! And I had almost used all my ammo, too. I was gonna make that ending so good. My freaking shotgun, 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 shotgun. Can't these riot guys ever freaking get a rocket launcher or something? I mean, at least then it would be something different, not just shotgun, 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 shotgun. Like, dude, chill with the freaking shotguns. And as for you two ladies, that's what I thought. As for you, I'm gonna call you Jack. Jack, you just got attacked. I know, dumb joke. I guess I'm riding again. Shut up! Oh, for God's sake. So who here knows the game Watch Dogs or like has played it or knows the story? Anybody? which more or less may be an idea for what ifs. I'm not sure. Hey, watch your language. I'm just kidding. No! How many times are you cops going to learn that I will never listen to you when you tell me to pull over? Ever. How many times have we fought? How many times have I shot and blown up and freaking attacked and done all this? How many times do you think that we have fought? Oh my God, they just don't learn. I get it, they're AIs, but you know, it's called playing along with the joke, more or less. Yeah, these helicopters, I freaking got them out of range at level 2. That just goes to show, I always win. Doesn't matter if I use all the ammo or not. In the end, I always win. Cops just never learn, do you? You never learn. Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Then we just gotta see about Daryl season. We already know that Jeffrey Dean has confirmed that Dead City season 3 will be the end. Then we got Daryl season 4. After that, who knows what The Walking Dead's gonna do? Norman Reedus teased a season 4 already happening. So besides Dead City having a season 3 and Daryl going through season 3 and then pretty much 4 from what Norman Reedus has said, honestly, it's to be decided what's going to happen with the Walking Dead universe. Honestly, it's very debatable. Yeah, you'd think by this point the cops would just give up, but no, they're actually getting more and more persistent. Yes, it does. That's what it involves. Like I said, the main reason I got into it was shooting, killing people, and driving. I've had the game for about 10 years, and then I got into it because of my friend, and then I actually played the story, and I was able to customize a jacket, and it's red, fully red, because it's my second favorite color. And my friend UGN Kazes, he's been on here, or Nuclear Longshot, he goes by a bunch of nicknames, and that's his favorite color, being my second. And also, yeah, I got customized a red jacket and actually played through the story. Now I'm not just the max vigilante or able to do frickin' full story mode, and the cops aren't just very much so persistent more than ever. I'm actually able to fully free roam without any story bugger details, and I bought every single gun in the gun shop. So, yeah. That's why I get annoyed when I'm not able to use all of it against these stupid cops. Either because I trap myself in buildings. The same one particular is a warehouse across a decent side of the map. Right at the beginning, pretty much. But also the fact that also I don't get to use all my guns or all my ammo, and I want it to actually feel like a fight. But no, these cops don't want to fight. They just want to freaking massacre me. And that's coming from a guy who used to just talk about nothing but death. No joke. Xbox profile used to be Death God and then Deathinator, and it was just all about death with me. So that goes to show. Growing. Are you cops gonna give up or not? No, you're not. I have a truck and you have a medium-sized freaking SUV. Which one do you think is more powerful? That's like a tank going up against a car. There's no contact. I didn't even have to blow up that car. It just blew up on its own. Oh, okay. Since we're an hour in, I'm going to start explaining story, channel, and all kinds of details. First off, current story, what if Frieza turned good, is getting the finale and the movie with all the parts. The movies are all the parts. If you guys know about What If stuff, obviously, I upload movies with whenever the story ends. So the movie and the finale will be out not tomorrow, but Monday. I almost said tomorrow. Might be. So the finale and the movie will be out Monday, 2 days from now. And then after that will be the next episode of the continuation of the Walking Dead Cars verse, which, what if Rick found Lightning McQueen? Watch the movie if you haven't, because that is almost essential if you want to... Hey! Language! I was talking! But yeah, if you want to see the continuation and all kinds of stuff like that, watch the movie first, because that's almost essential. And then, besides that, next is Billy Loomis. And if you guys have seen the lists and paid attention to the stories and everything like that, you know what's coming. And then for those who haven't, paid attention to all kinds of updates, pictures, custom stuff, and just general keeping track of everything regarding the Omniverse, do so before, or, you know, like after the stream or something, just soon, so you know what's expected. And then I am almost done with my, since I work like I do the whole 5-6 story ordeal, I'm currently almost done with the Dreadwing story. And after that, I'll be on to, that is a multiple parter. After that, I'll be on to the single parter John Wick Never Retired. And then Doc Hudson Never Crashed will be one part. And then What If Hitler Lived will be one part. If you guys have been paying attention to the lists and the stories and all that stuff. That's what's coming up next. If you haven't seen those lists or paid attention to updates, details, and all that, like I said, check out community posts and stuff like that, because I save those updates, especially crucial ones like that, so you guys know what's to be expected. And as for all that, once I get done with all that stuff, I'll be streaming off the Discord again with games and stuff, because that's what I do whenever I get caught up. And the sooner I get caught up on games, not only will I be able to do what-ifs on them, possibly, but I'll be able to buy more games, check out more stuff, be able to maybe look into other book series. And that reminds me, regarding franchises, there's the idea doc that I have regarding the Google Doc that has like all the ideas for the future with like 2,000 on it. check that out. Stay tuned for the future. And then, besides that, Doc, check out the one besides it, which is franchises. And that includes video games, that includes books, and that includes movies and shows. Or singular movies. It doesn't matter. Just as long as the movie, the single movie, if it's not a franchise, as long as the characters or something in it is relevant enough to put into a what if, especially a titular single character that's not set up for a sequel, I will do it. Just as I'm not going to do single stuff if it's not relevant enough to put a character or anything in like a crossover or anything, or just by itself, because it doesn't feel worthy enough. And besides that, besides the Patreon and Discord and stuff like that, there's not too much like current wise that I have to say. So unless you guys want to add more, talk about more, bring up more, discuss more, you know, ask more, we could just talk. That's pretty much everything current wise, update wise, and everything that I think I have to say. No, I have not played Left 4 Dead. And my brother plays Fallout. And Zeke, I saw you comment on one of his vids. And that's another thing that I want to you guys in the future. What if so I'd pretty much love everyone and every new and old that I think I could that I am subscribed to are on my homepage along with my playlists and yeah, the subscriptions bar is there too. If you guys haven't checked out the people I'm sub to for What If material, definitely check them out. That includes people like my brother, the Lone Knight, King Deffen, my best friend, Eugene Kaz. We got TF Motion Freak, who just hit 1K recently. He's 200 subs behind me, and he's only been doing What Ifs for half a year. It took me 3. So that's worthy of frickin' attention right there. So yeah, if you haven't checked out any of those people, definitely give them a look. But besides that, I don't really think I have anything else to say. So if you guys want to bring up more, talk about more, it's up to you. You people don't learn. No. Just because you tell me to pull over, I will not pull over. And if you think about cuffing me, I'll cut my own arm off before you cuff me. I don't know what I'm specifically going to cut my arm off with, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Wait, I forgot. We're not going to come to it because I'm not going to let you do it. That's why I love drawing. Actually confronting them with guns. Then I actually get them, block them, barricade them, and I wouldn't try to get my luck with breaking them, because the likelihood of breaking cuffs, unless you get the toy ones at the store, is extremely unlikely, because cops don't make that mistake. If they do, that is the most rookie-type cop that I've ever heard of in my life. Because I've never heard of a situation like that unless it was literally for jokes. cops don't really make that mistake. I love blowing crap up. It is the best feeling in the world. You know why? Just seeing the destruction. No, I don't want to go into the camera. I swear, they put cameras sometimes in the stupidest of spots. The Cops series. I have seen plenty of stuff revolving cops. There's The Walking Dead with Rick Grimes, Shane Walsh, and other people. There's Cop Out, the single movie starring, I forget their names specifically, but Paul and Jimmy are the characters in that movie. There's Bosch, the TV series starring Madison Lintz from The Walking Dead, who got absolutely screwed over. Bosch more than makes up for it. It actually gives her a character. And I'm on season 3 of the original. I'm not even on Bosch Legacy yet. And then there's what else? I think that's it. Besides that, there's just single horror movies and stuff like that with small cop roles, but honestly, main cop shows and movies, that's kind of it. That I've seen. I know that's definitely not it. Yeah, I would cut my own arm off before I got cuffed. I would never do anything to get cuffed, let alone have it happen in the first place. Man, you riot guys need to chill the frick out. It's just shotgun blast, shotgun blast, shotgun blast. Like, dude, get a freaking homing missile or something. I'm shooting right at him. How can he see me? Through the trees. Oh, frick. Yeah, how about we not shoot me? You know, how about we not? Running, 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 running. Frick! I went into the water. What, did my knee hit the freaking side of a thing or something? Water. That was not a far fall. I mean, it was kind of, but it wasn't that far. That's dumb. So it's like a fake out. It's like, oh, I can do this. It really can't. Get out of the car now. You're right, it is. Did you just tell me to stay calm? First rule. First rule, man. Don't tell me what to do when I'm holding a gun. I don't care if I'm shooting his dead body. I don't care. You ain't gonna tell me when I'm holding a gun straight in your face to not... Oh, that annoys me so much. Don't tell me what to do when I have the high ground over you. I love how I'm saying this on May 4th. I'm not even a true Star Wars fan. I only care about Darth Vader. Gmod Idiot Box and YouTube poop was my generation's brain rot. See, that stuff, I can't believe what they're doing nowadays with TikTok and all this brain rot bullcrap. See, YouTube poops and like stuff like that is actually funny. It's actually something that the human race can laugh at. But then you get this freaking TikTok brain rot BS, and they're trying to make jokes and do all this stuff that's just plain stupid. Back then, it wasn't even brain rot. And whenever stuff like that was really, really, really popular, it wasn't even brain rot. It was just funny. You could actually laugh at that. Now you get this. Yeah, it is a gun. Oh, you did not just run away. What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? Then go. I ain't gonna stop you. Go. This lady seriously honked at me while I have a lady on the ground with a gun in her face. She deserved to die. What about you? Huh? You look like freaking Grimace out here with that purple freaking, no, you look like a purple oven mitt Grimace type figure with that freaking oven mitt jacket. You look like Seth Rollins near the Elimination Chamber. That's a WWE reference. This dude's literally about to run this lady over on the ground, begging for her life. You're just as horrible a human being. Out of the car. Now. Did I seriously just kill this lady? I didn't even mean to. You made me kill that lady. You deserved it. Out of the car. Get out of the car. Don't freaking tell me what to do. Ever. I gotta go hit the hay. And yeah, you're right. This newer stuff's pretty unfunny. Sometimes I get back to those old videos. Have a good rest of your day, King. You too, man. Thanks for stopping by. Wait, what? What? How in the frick? Tell me. Quick question. How does a car with a person inside back up all this way when I shoot the guy point blank? Was their foot on the pedal somehow? Game logic? You're drawing Omni right now? Sick. You should totally show me it when you're done. I've never seen you as a drawer before. Get out of the car. Now. Oh, you're trying to run. Get out. Get out. Now. Out of the truck. Get out of the truck. I'll just keep on killing people. If no one's going to call the cops, I'll just keep on killing people. I don't care. You're giving me free freaking kills. Call the cops or I'm going to murder you. Call the cops. Hey, watch your language. I never cuss. Girl out here be looking like frickin' Katie Mercury. If you know, you know. Whoa! An explosion interrupted me while I was talking about stuff and things. Leave. Call the cops. Don't tell me no when I demand something of you. That's just ignorant. That is just pure ignorance. Now I gotta go find some people at this freaking station here, see if anyone's worthy enough and is actually gonna have the guts to call the cops. You're lucky I don't shoot you. Call the cops! Well, are you gonna call them or not? Call the cops! I'm this close to shooting you square in the neck. Why the neck? Because then it would shut you up completely before you even have the chance to call the cops. Technically shooting anywhere fatal would shut him up, but hey, the neck's where the vocal cords are, pretty much, so yeah. Stop! I'm glad you died. If you aren't gonna call the cops, the least you could do is just lay there dying. Wow, just take away all my damage and all my destruction the second I leave. Out of the car! Now! Out! Do I look like I'm playing? Don't tell me what to do. Call the cops! Now! Oh, wait, I killed her. This dude, seriously? I've literally shot and murdered bunches of people, and you're still not calling the cops. Man, you guys must not care about anything. You almost ran that dude over. You deserved to die. Oh, that dude was totally about to call the cops, and I just killed him. Itchy trigger finger. Out of the car. Don't even think about not calling the cops. Man, when you actually want people to call the cops, they don't. Like, how unbelievably freaking stupid do you people have to be? God, do none of you care about anybody? Selfish freaking people. If I just saw 10 people get murdered, I'd be all over that. Like, dude, you're not just going away. You're getting put in. Nah, the death penalty is too good for you at that point. I'm talking solitary confinement. I'm talking freaking. You know what I would do? You know what I would do if I saw 10 people get murdered? I can't even tell you what I would do if I came across that dude. I'm talking solitary confinement would even be too nice. I'd put him into a safe with plasma lasers, pressure plates, landmines, and then put him inside of the Mariana Trench, and then I would put 10 billion air fire jets on Titanic-like boats floating over the Mariana Trench with torpedoes guarding the entire layout of the boats. That's what I would do. Hey, but hey, that's just me. That's what I would do in that situation. Just saying. But then you get these people in this game, and they just see 10 people get murdered, and they have nothing. They don't care. Jesus, how selfish do you have to be? If I were any one of those people and I just saw someone get murdered by another person wearing a red jacket and a mask, they would never breathe another breath on this earth safely again. Not that I think I could stand a chance. I mean, I would try, but I would do of all what I just said, and maybe even worse. But hey, that's just me. Not to say that I would ever get the chance to do any of that stuff, but hey, it's interesting to talk about. So is there any, so Zeke, if you've seen all the updates and all the future stuff, is there anything, since the list with like Merle Gargiulio and Frieza turning good, that list is done at this point, especially if you've seen that. What stories, I'm pretty sure you've said what you're looking forward to on that list. But what about the list regarding the one that I'm now going to be working on after I finish these 4 stories up to What If Hitler Lived? And have you seen like the pictures and everything for the final 4 for that list? And as for What If The Rock Was in The Walking Dead, that list, I think you told me more or less the ones you were looking forward to. Sometimes I get confused because of how many people I talk to and what specifically they look forward to, that I never remember what they're looking forward to, you know? Holy! That was a big explosion. Yeah, that was a big explosion. What did I just unlock? Kill 3 enemies with a single IED. I thought the achievement was going to be that I just blew up 15 cars at once. You know? I'd consider that worthy of an achievement. Yeah, no freaking duh. I think we all knew that. Yeah, Batman and the MCU is going to be interesting. But it will only be a 1-parter. As for Rick and Saw, it'll be like the Shane one, except cut shorter because of how similar Rick and Shane are. It will just touch upon how much different Rick will be compared to Shane in Saw. And then, like I said, more or less similar, just with certain parts taken out and, like, thought over, you know? How the frick am I disconnected from live? Yeah, for Omni, the channel mascot, all I had to do was think of, all I had to do for an AI generated picture for a channel mascot, after my brother, who just made a Walking Dead Destinies video, by the way, all I had to do was I want an Omniverse of Nick, or just Omniverse in general, style channel mascot. And the only thing that I did, none of what Omni in the back here looks like is because of me. All of what it looks like is because of the AI that I was using. So what that means is basically the only thing that I did was name him Omni for the Omniverse of Nick. What's up, King? I didn't think we'd see you today. It's nice to see you here. Had a few other people earlier. Still got Zeke. I'm playing Watch Dogs off the 360, so it's not streaming off of what's it called? I'm not streaming off the One or Discord. I'm just playing for fun. Because I started playing Watch Dogs 1 recently because of Bosch got me thinking about that game, and I'm like, I want to do this for my stream, even if people are going to miss out, because not everyone who watches the streams go on Discord. So I don't think it's too much of a problem for them. Tell me I'm not going to die. Yep, I did. I thought the water was right there. What do you think about the current updates for like Discord, Patreon, YouTube, etc.? I would have played Watch Dogs 1 off of my actual Xbox One, but then I would have had to buy a new Xbox One edition of Watch Dogs, and then I would have had to play it all through again. You saw the new list. Nice. Didn't you already know about the what if The Rock was in the Walking Dead list? Or did you just like re-look over it? Which is completely fine because anybody who doesn't know what they're expecting or getting into, the lists are always there for reference. Yeah, you've been saying a lot, like, what if Goku turned into a zombie from the heart virus? You've been saying a lot that you're really looking forward to that. So, trust me. Now, I'm not really a big fan of Smug Stick. I tried getting into Smug Stick multiple times, trust me. But it's just something about the tone in his voice and the way he does the what ifs. It just doesn't work for me. I tried getting into him. It's like Miss the Part. And several people like that. It's the tone in their voice and how they come off, especially during what ifs. But the idea struck me as an amazing one. Just because I don't watch them doesn't mean that their ideas aren't good. They are. The idea of it is what strikes me, you know? So I kept thinking to myself, no, I gotta do this. So I am. I am not into the Far Cry stuff. Sorry to disappoint. Beep, beep. I was gonna say, I hope that doesn't kill you. What did I just run over? I also tried getting into Dexter multiple times, but here's my problem with Dexter, okay? Here's my problem with Dexter. The kills they're bloody, but they're not shown explicitly enough to how evil the depiction of Dexter is. Like, how evil he is? You would think that he would actually be shown to, like, the kills would actually be shown. And the minute he goes to kill someone, it cuts away pretty much. So I'm just not into it, especially with how they're doing so many early adaptations of Dexter and like prequels. It's just not worth it. Think about it this way. Have any of y'all ever seen the horror movie Salvage? Now, this movie came from a 4-pack from Bloody Mary, Salvage, I think it's Obituary, and then Morgue. It came from a 4-pack of movies, and Salvage is the one that I took interest in. Now, let me explain what I'm getting at. So, basically what Salvage is, it's a movie about this girl named Claire Parker, and she gets killed and her boyfriend by this guy named Duke. He's a killer. And basically what happens is they both die, and then when that happens, basically the beginning of the movie starts, and as it continues, she keeps coming back, and nobody knows what's going on. And then you start to understand a little bit what's going on. And the fact is, what happened was, she's fully dead. Like, she's gone. Same as her boyfriend. And at the end of the movie, basically what happens is, she and her boyfriend, forget his name, are actually spirits, and the Claire that's been getting killed over and over again by Duke this whole time, it was actually Duke being punished by the devil for being so evil in his kill. So it's literally like an eternal punishment. His spirit is inside Claire's physical body as an eternal punishment, getting killed by another kind of version of himself. And it's basically the devil's way of punishing him forever, because how he would kill, he would scalp. It would happen over and over again. He would kill her over and over again, and it would be like scalping the face or just stabbing. He would mainly scalp the face. I think that's like the big depiction of how he killed her. My point is, Dexter Morgan was depicted to be this big killer, and yet Salvage made that killer worse. It actually showed blood, it actually showed the kill, and it actually depicted a bad guy. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no doubt that Dexter Morgan is a bad dude. I've heard enough about him to understand that. But if a singular movie can make a bad guy show more blood and depiction of a bad guy than Dexter Morgan, I'm sorry, but it's not worth it for me to explore. It really isn't. And trust me, I tried multiple times to look into it. But trust me, you guys definitely should check out Salvage. Now, I'm not planning on doing any, like, what-ifs on it, unless I find some way or shape or form to make what-ifs on Duke. But other than that, that movie's just kind of left at one of those single movie platforms where I'm only doing what-ifs on movie franchises or shows or video games or books. And if it's a single movie, video game, book, etc., I want one of the characters in them to have a character arc. I want them to have a story. I want it to be compelling. And something like Dexter, you make such an experienced and bad killer, and yet almost all of his kills are off screen, and we only see the blood and carnage after? What is the point in even making him this bad guy then? To have him show up on the screen and be like, hey, y'all, I'm a bad dude. Look at me. I kill people. And it's like, bruh, it's boring. If you want to make a bad guy, look at Pennywise, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Terrifier, Art the Clown, whatever. The list goes on and on. Even Slappy the Dummy. He didn't kill anybody, but I'm just saying, you gotta make a story like that compelling. And with Dexter, I feel like it's just not. It really isn't. Get out of the car. Another freaking girl who's wearing a jacket similar to Seth Rollins before the Elimination Chamber. By the way, we just ended WrestleMania 41, and John Cena won the 17th championship. So now he's past Ric Flair and is now the greatest wrestler of all time. He is now fully the greatest of all time. Because he has more championships than anybody in the WWE. And it's before his retirement ends too this December, which makes it even better. Nice. I'll check it out after the stream. Did you hear my rant about Dexter Morgan, Zeke, or do I have to repeat myself? What do I expect from Dead City Season 2? That's a good question. I'm interested in the fact that Negan has Lucille back, and we saw a preview of Lucille's human form back. So this means, and Maggie holding Lucille. So this means a couple things. And especially since season 3 is confirmed to be the end of it, and then Daryl has a season 3 coming out in October with a 4th all but being confirmed. Which at that point, you gotta wonder where The Walking Dead stands because, I don't know. I'm honestly glad he won. He's always been my favorite. Yeah, definitely, 100%. He's been my favorite too. He and The Rock are the reason I got into WWE. All right. So here's the deal. Dead Sea Season 2. We got Negan with Lucille back. We got Lucille's human form back. And we have Maggie holding Lucille and a freaking bear. A bear. Imagine if Ezekiel had that bear. Negan and the Saviors would have been done. I'm talking like done. That's a freaking bear, for Christ's sake. Compared to a tiger, the tiger's tame compared to a bear. Tell me one time that a tiger beat a bear. Then again, that's not like too far-fetched, but like, as far as I'm concerned, depending on what bear, it could kill a tiger, no sweat. My point is, with all of these, Dead City Season 2 is going to make up for the lackluster start of Season 1. Because the only spinoff that I found intriguing so far is The Ones Who Live, which had one season and it ended. Point being, now that both the spinoffs have, worked up a bit, because we got the closure with Sophia, and then Carol came back. Isabel dying was the only bad part about Daryl's spinoff so far, in my opinion. And the variant walkers are definitely good. We got Sophia's closure. And honestly, Bosch treated Madison Lynch way more better than The Walking Dead. Just should have let her stay in the show. Even she was upset about that. So Dead City Season 2. What I'm thinking is one of two things. Number one, I've talked about this numerous times at this point. Honestly, I'm either guessing that somehow, some ungodly way, Lucille burned and broken, the ashes of it somehow magically survived? Because you gotta think, that Lucille makes Brandon's that he gave Negan look like a freaking toy. And honestly, it looks so close to Lucille that either the Dama and Croat made an exact freaking replica, or that's Lucille that was burned and broken at the end of season 10 of the original show. As for Maggie holding it, that means one of two things. Number one, she's either going to put the entirety of Negan and the past behind her, which should have happened at the end of the show, or she's going to kill Negan. But if she kills Negan, that does leave the question, if she kills Negan, what's going to happen in season 3? There's no way she kills Negan. It has to mean that since she's holding Glenn's murder weapon, essentially, even if it's a different kind, that maybe Maggie will finally let go of the most annoying part about her character. Letting go. Because she should have let go the minute she spared Negan in that cell. But then she sees him up and about, and it's like, boom, right back to hating him. And then she starts forgiving him little by little by little by little. Literally, even Daryl accepted him more as a guy, like, not so much a friend, but like a better dude, you know? He forgave him. That was the point of letting him live, seeing what he did. That was Rick's ultimate plan. And, like, I just don't know. I just don't know. But my point is, I think that season 2 is gearing up for the ultimate closure of a character arc for Negan and Maggie. Negan letting go of that savior past of his forever, which I thought was already long done. Either he's going to be, like, truly a bad guy forever, and Maggie's going to have to fight him with the Lucille and get him crippled enough to finally understand and finally apologize. It's going to be like a heartfelt apology like the end of season 11. Or Negan and Maggie are going to secretly team up because Negan's using the Karate and the Dama, and then it will lead towards some kind of, like, ultimate conclusion. You know? It just depends. It just depends. I'm catching up on comments real quick. I hope they don't kill off the character supposed to be the villain in 2 episodes, giving him 10 minutes screen time in a plot armor fight with Negan or Maggie. Feeling Herschel will kill Negan. Oh, that's right! Herschel has finally gave in to that, because he did say, Negan and Herschel did talk whenever Herschel found out that Negan killed his dad, and said that if you ever want to find me in the future, I'm there, or whatever he said, like around, it was the time of the Commonwealth and everything, and whenever Leah was around. And honestly, the fact that he told Maggie himself to let go of Negan honestly makes me think that either he wants that to finally end and Maggie will let it happen, or Herschel's tricking his own mother so that he can get the deed done himself. And honestly, that would be twisted, ironic justice all packled into one. There's no way they kill off Negan. If they kill off Negan, one, they better give a motherfucking good reason beyond every shadow of a doubt. And it also better do Negan justice. He has gone through so much, so many apologies, character arcs, villainy. It's been amazing. And he got me to love the most iconic and best weapon design of all time. A freaking barbed wire baseball bat. That's all thanks to him. You know? But that convo at the end of season 11 made it seem like she finally let go, but never forgive him. Like she truly, yeah, she killed her husband and all. Now she bury her hatred. Who knows? Like I said, we got the Daryl spinoff having a season 4 already confirmed. 3's coming in October, and then season 3 of Dead City will probably be out next year. So that's going to be over. So at this point, all we have to think about after this is over is just the closure of Dead City, and then Daryl Dixon. All I can think about what they're going to do past that is either close the show with Daryl Dixon or make a season 12 or make more spin-offs. But honestly, at this point, I feel like if a new spin-off was going to be confirmed, that would have happened already. Unless they want to wait until they're down to specifically one spin-off and one format, so that way they can come up with a true game plan. Other than that, what more could you do? I mean, the Walking Dead world is still decent, like decently huge, but what other places could you explore? Hawaii? I'm going to be touching upon that in my What If The Rock Was in The Walking Dead, because that's where he came from. And I'm also going to hand on some bloodline stuff, but that's mainly going to be for what if Roman Reigns was in The Walking Dead, some bloodline stuff. That's why he's in the picture with Walker, because essentially the tribal chief, the OTC, he's going to be with Walker and his gang. I'm talking Solo, Sammy Uso, all of them. So basically, Walker's group, the Fear the Walking Dead Walker's group, Roman Reigns' group with Walker's going to make that original group look like a freaking joke. And the fact that Walker and Lee never came back is just like, it's pathetic. Fear had so many faults, but it actually played, it was a 50-50, but people hated on it way more than they should have. But I can see why for at least 50% of it, because so many character arcs and stories were dropped. Yeah, I've heard speculation on the Aaron and Gabriel, but like nothing's really been confirmed more or less. Out of the car now. Out of the car. Yeah. Charlie, I grew to respect. Dakota, oh, I hated her. They did nothing with her character except turn her into a villain. Charlie, they made her an empathetic kid who was scared, pulled the trigger, and, you know, actually made up for it in the end, even if she came back and then just ended up killing herself whenever Troy came back. And with Tracy, she was Troy's kid, and Troy was the best character in Fear the Walking Dead. I even had a custom picture with a red eye at one point, even an intro and outro and everything. So I don't have anything wrong with Tracy. It's just some of her attitude could have used a little bit of brightening up. I almost forgot. There is more to be done with The Walking Dead. Hi, Slick. Because remember, at the end of Fear, Daniel and Skidmark went away, Strand went away, Madison, Alicia, and Tracy went away. Dwight and Sherry, Dead City could bring them back. All those characters. We're not anywhere close to done with The Walking Dead yet. Because I completely forgot about that. So once Dead City ends and Daryl's the only thing left, we better get confirmation on those characters. Either a new spin-off, batch of spin-offs, or a freaking season 12. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Have you seen updates, stories, all that stuff? Discord, Patreon, YouTube, etc.? Or do I need to specify some stuff? Yeah, it's a gun. A gun that just shot you square in the motherfucking head. Oh, frick! Looks like I'm not the only bad guy around here. Get over here, now! You're not getting away that easy. No, I'm playing Watch Dogs. I would be streaming off of my Discord or my Xbox One, regardless. But I'm playing it on the 360, and I can't stream off of there. So, more or less, I've just been playing technically offline, even though it does show Xbox Live. Then what else? What was I saying? If I were to stream Watch Dogs 1 off of my, if I were to stream off of my actual one, I would have to buy another version and completely play it all over again. And I'm not doing that. Shut up! Like, do you hear yourself? Sound like a moron. Engage! Trap engage! Mm. 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 Yeah, Frieza turning good. The finale and the movie will be out Monday. And then as for everything else, I'll let you get to that at your leisure. My brother likes Far Cry. We're going to end it off here pretty soon. Don't you hide behind that freaking crane? How dare you? I love freaking blowing stuff up. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, no freaking crap, Sherlock! Oh, frick. That blackout broke my traps! So yeah, the Frieza movie and finale will be out Monday. Now, speaking of, if you guys have been seeing the Google Doc, pay attention to the updates, etc., etc. Bosch Legacy just recently ended, although people weren't too happy about it because it was canceled multiple times and they didn't even do the ending justice. I plan to do the ending justice, but I'm not going to cancel watching or doing what ifs on it just because it got canceled and didn't end right, because it's also a spinoff for Bosch Legacy, so I'm not going to be picky about that. Unlike shows like Black Summer and stuff like that that didn't end any sort of kind of good, I'm actually going to watch it and do it through. Okay, I'm dead. That's enough for me. And then after Bosch is the Monsterverse, and I just bought the other 3 movies that I need, which is Kong Skull Island and Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla X Kong the New Empire. And then after that, probably by the time the DVD is set to release right near the middle of June, end of May, is when I'll buy the Minecraft movie DVD. And then for more stuff, you guys can just check out that Google Doc on the homepage to see what future stuff that I have planned besides, you know, the doc with all the ideas. And then if you guys want to recommend more movies, games, shows, books, etc., that's open for availability. With all that said, I think I'm going to end the stream pretty much at the time limit anyway. So that thanks for those of you who did join. If you guys haven't caught up with updates, Discord, Patreon videos, anything old and new, check all that stuff out along with homepage stuff, subscriptions, etc. Stay tuned for updates, especially because I'm going to be working to get those 4 stories done so we can get fully on to the What If Rock was in the Walking Dead list. Since the other list is gone, I just need to complete the tales. And then you should be seeing me on Discord streaming games coming up here the middle of next week, pretty much. So about Wednesday next week, something like that, Thursday. It's okay for showing up late. It's okay. With all that said, I think that's pretty much it. Videos, sites, stuff like that. I think that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys later. I'll be working on that stuff right away whenever I'm done here. So yeah, like I said, Wednesday, maybe even sooner. Depends. All right, guys, later.